So today I'm going to talk about high quality insurance companies, highly rated insurance companies for annuities. So I'm asked the question a lot, what are the best annuity companies? Okay, what company would be the best company, the safest company to put my money in? And that's a good question. So I work with dozens and dozens of carriers, and I'm always monitoring different annuities, different companies, always looking for the safest company for my clients' money. Because when you're looking at your retirement savings and you're looking at all this money that you've amassed either in your brokerage account or your 401k account, you're looking for a company that has a very, very strong track record. So typically what I will do is I will look at companies that are hopefully 100 years old or older, much older, if possible, and then I'm looking at their ratings. And so these ratings could range anywhere from C to a B to an A. I personally like A-rated companies. There are some decent B+ companies, but the A-rated companies are typically what I like to look at. So what I do is when people call me up and they're saying, "Hey, John, will you show me the best annuity, best company?" Typically what I'll do is I'll plug in their information and I'll start looking at companies. And so what I'll do is, and typically what I'll do is I'll get on a Zoom call with them and I'll show them the different companies that are out there. And so I'm pulling this up actually on my computer right now. Just for this example, right now I'm looking at some top carriers. One carrier is North American Company. They're actually A+ rated. They've been around for about 130 years, and they've got a really strong track record. They have really good participation rates in the indexes. So if you're putting your money into a fixed index annuity and you're looking for a company that has a high participation rate, North American is known for having high participation rates, meaning they give you most, if not all, of what the index is earning. So that's good to know. Another company which is good that's on my list is American Equity. So American Equity is an A-, still a great company. Anywhere in the A's, you're fine. They actually don't have as high of a growth rate as North American, but they have much, much higher income streams. If you put money into it, let's say 5-10 years down the road, they will typically beat North American. Now that's as of this video. A lot of times they will kind of compete back and forth, and 1 month one company's first place, and then the other month they might drop to second place, but they're pretty close. AIG is another good company, and when people reach out to me and they ask me, well, didn't AIG take a bailout? Didn't they fail? The truth is that the parent company of AIG was the one that was having financial problems. Okay, they were actually going to the federal government, trying to get the government to give them permission to take money from the insurance side, the insurance carrier side, that was issuing annuities, which was very, very strong. And of course, the feds didn't let them do that. So whenever you're thinking about companies and you're thinking about records, make sure you look at, was it a sister company related to that company, or was it something completely different? It's good to know the actual story, the backstory of that company. Another company is National Life Group. I've actually worked a lot with this company. They are A+ rated as well. They have been around for a long time, about 175 years. I've actually had the privilege of going to their home office in Vermont and been able to chat with their higher ups and get to know them as a whole. Great company. I like their indexes. I like the growth rates. I don't particularly like the income. The income, especially the guaranteed income, is quite low compared to a lot of the other companies that I look at. So, and it really just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for growth, there are certain companies for growth that work better than other companies that are purely for income. Okay, so another company is Alliance. Alliance is A+ rated. Great company. And I actually use them for one of my clients. He is an older gentleman, and his wife is much younger, around 25 years younger. Alliance, though, is a great company when there's a big age gap in spouses, because he wanted to make sure that when he turned on the income, that it was guaranteed for his life, but also for her life. And we actually ended up putting around $430,000 into that account, which is going to give him and his wife around 1.7 million in guaranteed income. So not bad. Another company, let's see, if I was to look down this list, Athene. Athene is a great company. You might have heard of them. They've been around for a long, long time. Midland National is another A-plus rated company. These are very good companies to work with as far as income. I'm just looking. F&G is a decent one as well. They're an A-minus. There's a lot of companies out there. I mean, when I look through any list of carriers, I typically what I'm looking for is A-plus rated, if possible. If not, A or A-minus is fine. And really the difference between maybe a B carrier or an A carrier is the reserve requirement. So if you put your money in a bank, for instance, you put $100,000 in, the bank might be able to show you $10,000, right? Because banks, their reserve requirements are quite low. While a bank might only have a reserve requirement of maybe $10,000 for $100,000, and they'll lend out the rest of it. An insurance company is actually much, much more regulated. They're actually more regulated than banks are, and their reserve requirements are quite high. So typically what we're seeing for reserve requirements is about 80 to 100%. So if you were to put $100,000 into an insurance company, especially A-rated, then more than likely you're going to see the entire amount. If you ask to see your money, they could take you into a back room and they would show you the entire amount. So that's the difference, and that's the power of putting it in a maybe A-rated company versus a B-rated. A B-rated company might have 60 to 80% on reserve versus 80 to 100% with an A-rated company. So both are good. You can definitely get some decent annuities out of B-rated companies, but you really have to know that company well. It's good if you actually know the people that run it. So I have some partners that will actually invest in some of those. But typically, there are plenty of A-rated companies out there where if you're looking for the best payout, as far as income, guaranteed income, or if you're looking for highest growth rates, typically you can get all of that in an A-rated company. Most of the time, you never have to go into, the B ratings or below. So, and of course, there are some companies that are not rated at all. So when you're looking for the best annuity company, I'd be happy to sift through. I look through dozens of carriers every day. I monitor hundreds of annuities every single day. And if you're looking for the highest quality carrier, if you're looking for the best annuity that would give you the highest payout rate as far as income, or maybe just growth, just depending on what you're looking for as far as goals, I'd be happy to just plug in your information and we can play with the numbers and see what it looks like for you. So anyways, hope this helps. Please reach out if you need anything, and we will see you next time. Thank you.